If you haven't heard, Tyler, the creator, is stepping into a brand new light we've never really seen from him before. He's going to be starring in a brand new movie as one of the main characters in a film called Marty Supreme. We got a short preview of it, and honestly, I'm hyped to talk about it. So in this video, I'm going to break down all the little snippets and details we know so far, so stick around and hit the like button while you're at it. Let's get into it. Taking the first real look at the project and Tyler's role in it, the story of Marty Supreme follows a ping pong player trying to go pro. Now, it's not totally clear yet how Tyler's character connects to the main plot, but the preview definitely shows him in several key scenes. That alone suggests Tyler isn't just making a quick appearance, he might actually be playing a major role. On top of that, the movie also stars Timothée Chalamet, which is already pulling in extra attention. Some of the early shots have Tyler in a bunch of different settings. In one clip, he's sitting across from Chalamet in a taxi, looking like they're headed somewhere important to the story. In another, his expression shifts from dead serious to straight up emotional. These moments tell me this is not a throwaway role for him. He's gonna be carrying some of the emotional weight of the movie, and honestly, Tyler stepping into something like this shouldn't shock anyone who's followed him. He's been crossing into new creative spaces for years. He started out in music as a rapper and producer, then came fashion, TV, live events. He made The Jellies. He was on Loiter Squad with the Odd Future crew, and of course, he's directed his own music videos under the Wolf Haley name. Doing a full-length film is the next natural step in his career path. Now here's where it gets interesting. A lot of fans are speculating that Tyler might be doing the soundtrack, and that wouldn't be too far-fetched. And think about The Weeknd with Hurry Up Tomorrow, where the music tied directly into the film. There's even talk that these tracks might either be their own standalone project or connect to Don't Tap the Glass. And let's not forget, Tyler's done this kind of thing before. Back in 2021, he made music for that Coca-Cola commercial he starred in. He's produced for his own TV and fashion projects. Scoring a film like this would fit perfectly with his style of controlling both the visuals and the sound. If Tyler does end up making music for Marty Supreme, fans get two wins in one. First, they see him in a completely new light as an actor. Second, they get more music, potentially with a cinematic edge, and because it's tied to a film, he can experiment without the pressure of a full album rollout. It's like a creative playground for him. We've also seen how loyal Tyler's fan base is. When Call Me If You Get Lost dropped, people didn't just listen to the album, they engaged with the visuals, the merch drops, literally everything. And if Marty Supreme gets a similar creative push, it could turn into one of the most talked about crossover events this year. Pairing him with Timothée Chalamet is a smart move too. Chalamet has his own strong following, and his fans overlap with music and fashion culture, which lines up with Tyler's audience. Bringing those two together could easily expand the reach of this movie beyond just music fans or movie buffs. Right now, we don't know who's directing or what the production budget looks like. If it's an indie film, it might hit festivals first. If it's backed by a major studio like Universal or Lionsgate, we might see it in theaters or a big streaming rollout. Either way, the strategy they choose is going to shape how the film lands with audiences. One thing's for sure from the preview, Tyler is not playing himself, and that's a good thing. He's showing range that a lot of people probably didn't expect. Like, there are scenes where he looks vulnerable, then others where he's confident and sharp. It feels like he put real effort into building this character, which is always a good sign for a project like this. This move puts him in the same lane as other artists who've crossed into acting, Childish Gambino, Rihanna. Some keep both careers going, others shift more toward film. Tyler joining that list makes sense, especially given how much he focuses on visuals in his work. The big question is how much of Tyler's natural personality is going to make it into the role. He's known for being funny, unpredictable, and pushing against trends. If some of that slips through, it could make the character unforgettable. On the flip side, if he completely changes his style for the role, it could show an even deeper level of acting skill. There's still no official release date for Marty Supreme, which makes the next round of marketing important. The first teaser focused on vibes more than plot, which is smart. It builds curiosity. The next trailers will probably reveal more about whether the movie leans toward comedy, drama, or a mix. Another thing worth talking about is the potential cultural impact. Tyler's projects often influence not only his fans, but also other artists. If Marty Supreme blends music and film in the way people are expecting, it could push more musicians to get involved in similar crossover projects. This could open the door for more unique collaborations between music and film industries. And let's be real, the visuals alone will be worth watching for. Tyler's known for having a unique style in everything he touches, from set design to wardrobe. If he's involved in even small parts of the movie's creative direction, you can expect details that people will be breaking down for weeks after release. For now, here's what we're watching for. Whether Tyler is listed for the soundtrack or original music, how much screen time he shares with Chalamet, if the film's tone feels like something Tyler would be part of, whether it goes to theaters or straight to streaming. One more thing I want to add, this role has the potential to open even more doors for Tyler. If his performance gets good reviews, don't be surprised if you see him in more films or even directing his own one day. He's already proven he's not afraid to take risks, so this could be the start of a bigger shift in his career. And for anyone who's been following Tyler since the Odd Future days, this is wild to see. From a kid making chaotic YouTube videos with his friends to starring in a feature film alongside Chalamet, it shows how much ground he's covered in just over a decade. But let's not stop there. Let's talk about some deeper implications. Think about it. When Donald Glover took on Atlanta, we all remember how it was cultural gem because the whole story was put together in a very deep and well thought out manner. Same with Rihanna in Ocean's 8 or even Frank Ocean's Endless Film. Artists who cross over successfully often redefine their careers. If Marty Supreme has the right mix of artistic vision and mainstream appeal, this could be Tyler's Moonlight, a project that shifts how people see him forever. If the movie succeeds, what's Tyler's next move? A directorial debut, a Loiter Squad revival, more fashion collabs, and if the soundtrack bangs, maybe we get a Marty Supreme tour with live scoring. Imagine Tyler conducting an orchestra while Chalamet plays ping pong on stage. Wild? Yes. Possible? Absolutely. Some think the ping pong storyline is a metaphor for Tyler's career. Constant back and forth between music, fashion, and now film. Others speculate Chalamet's character is a rival, setting up a Whiplash-style competitive drama. A few even believe this is secretly a prequel to The Jellies. Okay, that one's a stretch. Yeah, final thoughts. Whether Marty Supreme becomes a cult classic or a box office hit, Tyler's already winning by expanding his legacy. He's not just a rapper, not just a designer, he's a full-blown creative force, and this movie might be the moment everyone outside music finally sees it. So what do you guys think? Will you check out Marty Supreme when it drops? And if Tyler drops new music for it, are you streaming that too? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, see ya.